sad about it, so sad about it.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 50, plant. Check, check. Block 54. Hey, lock it.
Stop your body.
Check 26, check 26. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Spy.
They'll run on first down. Meyer. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the first play of the game. 54 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try the left side. Bear. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Brings up 2nd and 11. Here we go, here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Switch, switch, switch.
Yeah.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Let them know, let them know.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Sam on.
Here's Jones, throwing again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Fight on these two. There's a line, right? Under 10, under 10, 10. Yellow. Mike 54. We ain't giving up nothing today. Shit, watch the shit. Right.
On second down. Good. And he breaks through another tackle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
On second down now. Good. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down. Good.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on first and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
50, yellow, 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 yellow. You gotta go, baby. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ja'Kai Polite in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third and long, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Leonard Williams, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Go on, go on. Let's make these babies cry. Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6.
50, Mike, 50.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
From the gun, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Campbell making the catch. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Come back.
Come on, boy, 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, Mike 51.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Switch. Watch twist. Mike 51. Hey, I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check, 4 down. Check.
Check 9, check 9.
Watch twist.
Shoot.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back. 15.
Watch in. Jim.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Get him, boy.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, 15.
Mike 5-4. All day, just like that.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Being chased out left. Catch made here by Campbell. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And Butker able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check. Watch 54.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Big Ed.
Hey, 57. Check right 54. Right 54.
Check the outs.
Hey, yo, go gun.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Check 50.
Hatchet.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Check. Fresno. Kill.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
He's coming. We got double up. He's jumping.
They'll keep it on the ground. Good. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 22 yards there, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Showing it. Tight dog. Bang. Motion.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Yellow. I'm going. I'm scared.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, 43, 15.
Check 37. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On first down. Good. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Joker. Check three. Watch out.
Hey, 15.
They'll run on first down. Good. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Yellow. I've got blue, lady.
You ain't got nothing. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Out.
Left.
Check 99. Check 26. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Good. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Come on. You better bring it.
Hey, 57.
Check Mike 57. Alpha. Big stuff.
And the blitz does come. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They run. Devontae Freeman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Freeman. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Jones to throw on third down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
15.
Mike, 36. Look, 36. You don't want this. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready, set. Check, Mike, 54. Hard. I think you got it, son. Shit. 80 weapons. Underthrow. Fire.
On first down, Bayer. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Right there.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Bear, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Jones now throwing on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up second down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a give, right side. Bayer, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Yellow. Kill. Hey, he's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Quick the edge. Come to the southern. Slam.
On second down. Good. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a third down.
Yellow. You ain't doing nothing today. Watch the edge.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
57 to Mike.
Hey, check.
Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Watch the twitch.
On second down now. Good. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Check.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
They don't get in their partner, but I don't think that's a bad thing for them, right? Just bleed the clock now, right? Take your time running your plays. And, yeah, you want to get into the end zone, but it wouldn't hurt if you did it another play or two, right?
Exactly. You're nursing this small lead. Just don't fumble the football.
Just make sure you have ball security.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darrell Henderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try to move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jones on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jones, operating from the gun, and that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Jones. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down.
Easy.
3 down.
Yellow.
15 money.
Yellow, go.
Nice 7. Let's go. Watch twist. Motion. Bump.
Let's get started.
Now Mahomes. Looking for Campbell downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Double tight. 3 down. Shit.
They'll try the left side. Good. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Good. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Yellow. Our go blue ladies.
You better break.
To throw is Mahomes. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they could win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season.
Got it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Ready? 44, Mike. Check. Leo.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darren Lee picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
On the ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run.